So the question that we have to go over for chapter 1.5 is 25 and 26. In 25, beginning it says, in 2006, the U.S. federal income tax for a single person with taxable income, or T, dollars, was f of t dollars, where f is the function defined as follows. And then it has a piecewise function with a whole bunch of different functions. Use this information above for exercise 25 and 26. So 25, it says, what is the taxable income of a single person who paid $10,000 in federal taxes? So let's go back up to the top and see what the variable is for taxable income. Taxable income is T, and so there's all those T's. So we're going to have, on our paper over here, T equals taxable income. And the second part of it says, who paid $10,000 in federal taxes. Federal taxes is going to be our f of t, because that's what we're looking for. So, we have to find a function that we can use where f of t can fit into b over here, because it's 10,000. So, we have to do an inverse of them. So, we have to go through each one and take the largest number, which is, for the first one, is going to be 7,550, and then input it into here. And we're just going to find all of those numbers to figure out which set of numbers has 10,000 in between it. So 7,550 times 0.1 is 755. And right here we're going to take 30,650 and multiply it by 0.15 and then subtract by 377.5, which equals 4,220. So far in these answers we haven't gotten to 10,000 yet, so we're going to keep going. Our next one is going to be 74,200. We're going to multiply that by 0.25 and then subtract it by 3,442.5. And that answer is going to be 15,107.5. Now, in between these two answers is 10,000. So we're going to come back up to our problem up here and find where t is in between 30,650 and 74,200. And that's going to be right here. So we're going to use this function for number 25. So we have 10,000 equals 0.25 t minus 3,442.5. So now we need to isolate our t. So we're going to add 3,442.5 to both sides. So that will give us 13,442.5, which equals 0.25 t. And if we divide both sides by 0.25, t will equal 53,770. So that means that for someone who paid $10,000 in federal taxes, their taxable income would be $53,770. So now for number 26. Alright. Now we're doing these essentially the same exact thing, but now we're using it for 20,000. So what we're going to be doing is the same thing here by finding our inverse and trying to figure out where this 20,000 can fit in between. So since we already have these, we're just going to keep going on from there. So we're going to go to 154,800 and multiply that by 0.28 and subtract it by 5,668.5. That gives us 37,675.5. And that, between this number here and this number here, is 20,000. So we're going to end up using 74,200 and 154,800. So now we're going to use this equation. We're just going to bring it back over here and do 0.28t minus 5,668.5 and equals 20,000. We're going to isolate our t again by adding 5,668.5 to both sides. That cancels out, and we get 25,668.5. And then we're going to divide both sides by 0.28, and that gives us $91,673.21. So if someone paid $20,000 in federal taxes, their taxable income would be $91,673.21.